Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Unique Arts. I'm Costco Picasso. You can also call me Shannon. Today, we're going to be talking pretty briefly about a book, The World Maker's Assistant. Ooh. Okay, so this book is by Cheryl Olson. Similar to my Witchy Eye review I did, I met Cheryl at LTU in Provo. Talked to her just pretty briefly. I guess I watched a panel she was on with Dave Butler and my brother and a couple other dudes, and she was nice. So, and she's only authored one book, and this book came out 2 years ago, actually, and January 2022. So I guess a little over 2 years now. And it's not really something I would normally read, but again, she was friendly, so I bought the book. It was on sale on Amazon for like $6, so I bought it. I was like, okay, $6, I guess. And then it was published through Olympia Publishers, who I also don't really know who that is. It said it was printed in like London or whatever. Regardless, it's very, very quick read. It's only about 240 pages, and it's, I guess, what you call middle grade fantasy. I'm actually just starting to read for fun for the first time in years, and I don't know all the different titles and like types of fantasy and whatnot. So middle grade fantasy, sci-fi, more sci-fi perhaps. You can see obviously I know exactly what I'm talking about, but regardless, it's kind of quirky, a little wacky. I don't want to do spoilers. I highly recommend you read it if you're into stuff like this, but I will give you the shtick that's on the back of the cover. So, world making is not a money making job. Not unless your name is Palfrey Dollop, creator and owner of the Baking Adventures Fun Times for Everyone All the Time competition. At least, that's how V sees it. Property of a rundown Worldmaker school, she longs for a life to call her own, and after a late night run in with the wacky instructor Varen, finally sees her opportunity. But as the age old adage states, be careful what you wish for. V soon realizes that life has its challenges no matter where she happens to be, for her decision to help the instructor in his quest for truth will not only have her competing in Mr. Dollop's baking show, but will also have her facing down a ruthless murderer while simultaneously striving to save the galaxy from the deathly exploits of a planet-destroying ship. So it's kind of got like the Great British Bake Off competition, but it's completely absurd. And then I guess you could call world building, like the world makers, kind of like their idea of magic in some regards. She doesn't really go into the processes involved with it too much. But it is interesting. It was well paced for the audience, I think, considering this is for a younger, I guess, sort of YA audience. And it was definitely entertaining. The main character is kind of the only one that seems normal. And she's like the only one that really gets an arc as well. But the others are like so wacky and odd. I didn't really think they needed an arc in many regards. Of course, there are things you learn about them. They're not like completely new people. Perhaps Instructor Varen to a degree as well. Not as perhaps obvious as V's, the main character. But overall, the whole story is incredibly silly and to a degree even pretty absurd. Almost kind of like one of those crazy cartoons you see nowadays, and I feel like this could definitely be made into a cartoon and it would be entertaining. The cover itself, I feel like it's nice, actually. It's cute. But I mean, I feel like it's almost a little elementary. Like this, like pastel, like crown looking design makes me think it's for a little bit younger audience than I think it actually is for. Because I mean, it's not like a kid's book. You know, the text isn't tiny, but it's not massive either. So I'm not sure the cover fits exactly for the audience, but the cover is cute, and the book is still definitely interesting. I say it's good. I would say the book is good, and it's worth a read. It's good for what it is. I've not read too much around it. I don't really have much in its own like neighbors, its cousins that compare it to. But either way, Cheryl was really nice. The book is entertaining, perhaps if you have someone in your family who's middle school, they probably enjoy it, assuming they know how to read, which I don't know so much about these days with our public schools, but regardless, maybe if they're homeschooled. But yeah, so definitely recommend it, and if it's on sale like when I got it, even better, right? And regardless, if you have any questions, though, I guess please let me know. I tried to not do any spoilers, but if you have any questions down in the comments, I will definitely feel free to answer. But also, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.